Hey Soap fans, we have a huge spoiler drop for the week of August 24 to 28. So let us just jump right into the deep end of the drama in next week preview promo. Grab a snack, because this is a long one and we have so much to unpack today. And we have to start with the DiMera family, because there is a lot of casting news happening. The preview video for the week of August 24 to 28 reveals some new faces hitting the screen. We have a couple of child recasts coming up. Chad DiMera is finally getting his kids back in town, but they are going to look a little different. Cole Gersmeyer is making his official debut as Thomas DiMera, and Pippa Blaylock is taking over the role of Charlotte DiMera. Both of these new actors are debuting on August 25, and honestly, it is about time we saw the kids again. Chad has been through the absolute ringer lately. We all know he took the kids to Boston for the summer. They went to stay with Jack and Jennifer because Chad desperately needed a break, and the kids needed a break too. Especially after that whole awful toxic situation with Cat Greene. Remember when Cat pretended to be Abigail? That was just sick. It really messed up Thomas psychologically. And then Rachel Black told Thomas about Cat and Chad kissing, which led to Thomas running into traffic. It was a total nightmare. So getting away to Boston was good for them, but now they are back. The weekly promo shows Thomas and Charlotte giving Chad a huge warm hug. It is a really sweet family reunion, and Chad definitely needs some joy right now because the rest of his family is a total disaster area. But it is nice to see the kids back on screen, and maybe this means Chad can focus on his brewing romance with Belle Black and solving that weird Stefano chess set mystery. So, speaking of joy and babies, Chanel and Johnny are actually having a happy moment this week, which is incredibly rare for them these days. The preview shows them enjoying some really happy, peaceful moments with their baby girl, and they are celebrating her birth, which is huge, because Chanel has been through absolute hell over the last few months. She got that malignant breast cancer diagnosis while she was pregnant, and it was utterly terrifying. She did not want to do the chemo or radiation treatments. She was so scared that the radiation would hurt the unborn baby. She even met with Dr. George and wanted to delay everything. And then Paulina was completely losing her mind. Paulina was bullying Chanel and Johnny to use EJ's untested Versavix drug instead of radiation. Just crazy, dangerous stuff. And Chanel even had that horrible emergency where she was bleeding and went into early labor. It was so stressful. Johnny even stepped down as DiMera CEO to take care of her, but they made it through all of that darkness. And now they have this beautiful baby girl, and they are just soaking it in. But you have to wonder how long the happiness will actually, because this is Salem, and Johnny's dad is literally a monster, right? But for this week, they get to smile, and I am happy for them. They deserve a break from the misery, but not everyone is getting a break. Jack Devereaux is back in town, and he runs into Gwen and Leo in the town square, which is super awkward because Gwen was literally just held hostage. Dimitri kidnapped her. He took her to Alemania, and Leo went over there to try and rescue her because Leo is obsessed with drama, and it turned into a whole international hostage crisis. Ray Fernandez had to fly overseas to negotiate their release. It was a massive mess. But now Gwen is back and safe in Salem, and Jack bumps into her, and he asks for a hug. He says he was so worried when he heard she was missing, and he just wants to hold his daughter, which is kind of sad, because Jack and Gwen have a terrible, fractured relationship. Jack has not always been the best dad to her, and Jennifer absolutely hates Gwen because of the whole Abigail murder situation. but Jack is he is really trying to mend their relationship. And the spoilers say Gwen should probably accept the hug. She needs her dad right now, even if she won't admit it out loud. So they have this awkward but sweet moment in the square. Leo is just standing there, probably making some snarky comment in his head, but it is a good step for Jack and Gwen, and maybe JJ will reach out to her too. And then we have Stephanie and Alex. Oh boy, this marriage is a complete train wreck, a total disaster. Stephanie and Alex get into another massive argument, and Stephanie finally snaps. She warns Alex that they cannot keep going on like this, and Alex is confused. He asks her if she wants to end their marriage, and honestly, she probably should, because this whole situation with Joy Wesley is incredibly toxic. Joy showed up with baby Kelsey, and Alex just dropped everything for his kid, which is great for the kid, but terrible for Stephanie. Stephanie has severe PTSD from being kidnapped by Owen Kent. She is traumatized. She even fired a loaded gun at Joy in the apartment when she woke up groggy, which was crazy. But Joy used that shooting incident to ban Stephanie from the baby, and Alex agreed to it to keep Stephanie out of jail. So now Stephanie is completely isolated. She feels like an outsider in her own marriage. She even turned to Jeremy Horton for comfort, and Alex is just oblivious. He keeps pushing Joy to forgive Stephanie, which just plays into Joy's manipulative hand. So now Stephanie and Alex are screaming at each other, and divorce is totally on the table. Just a mess. But wait, there is more. Cat Greene is getting hypnotized. Again, Marlena is helping her because Cat needs to remember what happened in Italy when she was at that secretive clinic with EJ, because Cat is secretly an ISA agent. She works for Shane Donovan and Rafe. She is investigating EJ and his illegal Versavix drug labs, but she got too close to EJ. EJ even read Wuthering Heights to her to try and trigger her memories, and she lost some memories of what she saw. So Marlena puts her under hypnosis, and Kat remembers something, a really important memory from her time at the clinic with EJ, and it is a massive shock. The spoilers say she is completely stunned by what she remembers. Could it be about Abigail being in a resurrection pod? Or maybe another patient EJ was experimenting on? EJ has been using that Versavix drug to bring people back from the dead. So who knows what Kat saw, but whatever it is going to change everything. And Kat is going to have to decide what to do with this information, because she is playing a very dangerous game with EJ right now. If he finds out she is a double agent, he will destroy her. And speaking of EJ, he is busy being a supervillain. He is on the phone at the DiMera mansion, and he is talking to George O'Halloran. EJ is making sure George has the whole Corazeal situation under control. Because the Corazeal drug is tainted, it had arsenic in it. It killed Sarah's patient, Destiny, and Destiny's sister. And EJ covered it up. He buried the bad pills on Smith Island. He even planted pills in Holly Jonas's bag to frame her as a drug addict, just to distract from his own corporate crimes. Holly found out and screamed at him, and Gabi has been laughing at his downfall. But EJ's completely out of control. He is wearing Stefano's ring. He thinks he is untouchable. So he is barking orders at George over the phone, trying to manage the fallout of this public health crisis. But you know it is going to blow up in his face eventually. Sarah and Brady are investigating him. Xander's investigating him. It is only a matter of time before EJ falls. But for now, EJ is just doubling down on the evil. So finally, we have to talk about the saddest part of the week. Lexi Carver. This storyline is just brutal. I hate it. But it is happening. Theo opens a letter. A letter that Lexi wrote before she died. Because yes, Lexi died. Again. EJ brought her back with a Versavix drug. But the drug failed. It had lethal side effects. Dr. Rolf warned them, but it was too late. Lexi got sick again. She collapsed, and she passed away. And it is just devastating. Abe and Theo are completely broken. They had to watch her die twice. It is so cruel. Paulina had stepped aside so Abe could be with Lexi, and now this happens. Abe even kicked EJ out of the hospital room, and EJ got a physical beatdown over it. But before she died, Lexi wrote a letter to Theo, and Theo opens it this week. It is her final goodbye. And she gives him some heartfelt advice. Abe is right there beside him, supporting his son, and they are just crying. Reading her last words, the spoilers say it is a really difficult loss for them, obviously, but maybe this letter will give them some peace, or at least help them start to heal, because they have been through so much trauma. It is just heartbreaking to watch.